into like a lone druid. Some of the heroes don't match up well. Also, I don't think they have tools to deal with the timber saw. You know, there's a mana burn, there's a Grimstroke. Like if you use chakra, you're always gonna get that extra render damage coming out. You can't kill the phantom, but Boxy, he's probably like top 3, top 2 even timber saw players in the world. So putting a lot of faith in him.
No, for sure, no. Absolutely. One of those players that just knows the exact limits that they can push the hero to and get away with. So definitely going to have to be on the lookout for Boxy becoming an unkillable beast this game if Nigma aren't able to slow him down early on. Let's have a look. And I mean, as talked about as well in the draft, in the panel, and as we saw last game, last game, Nigma did ban that lone druid out. Do you think this game they sort of forgot about it, or they weren't really too fussed with Liquid closing with it, and that
I think
they feel that they can deal with it?
Lone druid's not gonna get picked, you know.
Okay.
Having Razor, historically, this hero always dealt nicely against the lone druid. They also have a Dragon Knight. God's talked about it, how he doesn't care too much about the lone druid until a certain point where like you're gonna always have that extra armor, so not gonna feel the damage. I want to talk about Tiny. Like, this hero has not impressed me. The toss back, talking about the Tiny, has a boost of speed to run from the static link, but yeah, the combo got nerfed. Everyone has like a bracer, everyone has a raindrop, like you get stats from the neutral items, so it's gonna be very hard to actually like kill anyone with the Tiny.
Oh, well, we'll see. I mean, if anyone's going to show us how good Tiny can be, right, Tiger, he's going to be the guy to do it, as this dude's performances have just been off the charts every single time. So we'll see what he's able to pull off with the Tiny this game.
Tiny's a type of a hero, you can toss back people, you can save allies with the toss, but that's it. Like, you have 2 abilities pretty much. Your 3 grab is not an ability when you're playing from position 4. Same goes for grow is a passive ability. So like, you use your combo, you wait. You wait until it resets. While we're talking, GH and our men managed to get a kill on the top lane.
Not only just the kill, but also Insane did try and salve up between those last few hits, so also down a salve in this top lane Liquid. And despite losing a hero, though, we've seen overall in this top lane, Koikfer and Insane have done a very good job of pushing Nigma back away from the creep wave, and as you can see at the moment, RMN really struggling to farm at all up here, whilst Koikfer is having a lot of space secured for him on the lone druid safe.
Grimstroke, I kind of hope that it's going to be a mid hero, because this hero has so much potential. Like, after seeing it played by Thompson, where he went for a Rush Ethereal Blade kind of a build, like you get it to 12 to 15 minutes depending how the game goes for you. Like, it has so much potential. Like, even in the offlane, I think there was one game in the Chinese region where it was played as an offlane. Hero needs levels, like all his abilities are extremely good. RMN has 2 Sage's Mask. Interesting. I'm wondering if he's like gonna try to upgrade that, get to Orchid.
Oh, that'd be an interesting sort of approach from an offlane Grim. We'll see what RMN does do build-wise.
It gives a lot of mana regen in the lane, but you could have also gone for some extra stats. Get that Null Talisman. GH needs to be careful, has Tranquil Boots, so he's going to regen up, but can't really join a fight right now. Taiga already lurking around the mid lane.
Let's see if they're able to catch Miracle off guard. Miracle, of course, with the Bracer, Fairy Fire Stick, a couple of points in the Dragon's Blood. It's pretty tanky. Tanky enough, though. Taiga able to find the positioning there to get that perfect toss. Gets the catch and the setup onto Miracle. Taiga makes the moves. Already, Mickey off to he was already having a good time. I mean, already just having the lead against the DK in that lane. 19 for 8 against the 14 for 1. Lane where in the 1v1, you're never going to be able to kill the Dragon Knight. If you have a position 4 that's going to make moves like Taiga, you're really able to deal with and shut down a hero that expects to have a decent time in lane against you.
You also want to leave your lane, get some solo XP to the Timbersaw. Like, Timbersaw doesn't care about Razor static link. You get linked, you Timber Chain away, so Taiga can move around the map, try to get some kills. Mid lane, like, this kill also gave Mickey a lot of XP. Dragon Knight level 4, Puck level 5.5, so once there's, like, level 6 again, they can break the coil with the toss. A lot of stuff that they can do. They can also rotate to the top lane. Grimstroke forced out of the lane, needs the TP back. Like, this item build to me seems a bit weak. You know, you have no stats whatsoever. You have like 1 Ironwood branch, but you still have mana regen. Also, playing like Grimstroke without a cast range, you eventually need to get Lens on this hero because you get so much value out of it.
Oh yeah. Strokes getting
Toss bottom.
Getting aggressive onto We Up. She can't quite find the angle to chase him for more though. Still good pressure. It's going to mean that We Are is sort of split from Creep Wave here as it is the tower. Tiger is out in the trees, top lane. Attempt to be made onto Insania. Quite heading across. They've got the damage to bring down this Crystal Maiden. GH diving in. He'll be able to finish off the kill. As Insania goes down, Quite he's chasing down Iron Man. He's looking for a route.
There it is. You just had to call it.
Indeed, Fairy Fire might just save Iron. Actually, Iron Man, he heads back in. GH is able to find the setup for an excellent stun though onto the two of them. That'll stop Quakefer from being able to chase down Iron Man any further. Does still manage to turn his efforts towards GH and get a good amount of damage done onto the Nyx Assassin. So again, this top lane, even though the Crystal Maiden is dying, Quakefer still able to make sure that he's having no struggle hitting the creeps on top.
They're gonna pull this lane back. I mean, the creep wave is gonna die pretty quickly. Nice stroke of fate from RMN. Needs to be careful, like one root.
Yeah,
that's a lot of damage. Phase boots, Blightstone on the Lone Druid already. Mid lane, coil is available. There it is. Break the coil. Easy stuff from Team Liquid.
I mean, they're certainly showing the power of this Tiny with these ganks mid. Tiger, 2 times now, coming mid. Tosses have been perfect. And Miracle, he's just not been ready for it.
Nothing he can do. Like, he can try to farm the jungle, then Taiga rotates to the top lane, you lose out so much, Puck gets too much out of the lane. Possibly rotation from the Nyx Assassin could help out. Like, Keeper of the Light is not going to be able to do that much. Toss on the bottom lane. Box, he misses the Timber Chain.
Yeah, We Are good. I mean, can he chase this down? Yeah, he doesn't want to. Even with sort of a full steal of the static link, it's just not an easy kill to go for whatsoever. Boxy having that reactive armor up.
A lot of value coming out from the Crystal Maiden in this game. Like Tiny, he just consumes so much mana. You pretty much need to have clarities running all the time on the hero. Has 2 clarities, has that arcane aura from Crystal Maiden, so doesn't need to worry too much about mana. And you also like want to get something that gives you mana top lane. GH will drop.
More kills and glory here for Liquid, as Quakefer now starting to get involved in the action. Level 6 can start putting pressure onto this tower, and Iron Man's got to be careful. He's gonna get the stun off, but the bear is in, and Iron Man, he's gone.
That's a double kill, and something that usually does not happen. Like your off-lane tower being pressured, like look how low it is, and it's also just the Nyx Assassin. Coil.
Yep, Mickey and Tiger, they're straight round to the back lines. Coil dropped down onto the Kotl, and Kuroki, he's out. GH as well, tossed in position as Liquid, they'll find the 2 of them. This top tower, they attempt to defend it, but no defense can really be put in place at all.
4 heroes, they killed the tower. Mickey, TP's mid, has regeneration in the bottle, so he can defend the tower. Dragon Knight popped the ulti. It was ulti with the arcane rune, so... And they can rotate heroes to the bottom lane. Like, with the 10-minute catapult, they can start pressuring the bottom tower. Timbers is level 6, so you need to be very careful. Taiga's already there, like, this is dead Razor.
Straight in with the combo and the burst is insane between the 2 of them. I mean, my goodness, you know, 7-2. And, I mean, he's really making it work. As you said, you know, at the beginning, you sort of had a bit hesitant on what to expect from Tiny, but Tiger, he's just making this hero look so fantastic in this lineup. 5 assists straight up. His movements have been flawless.
He has 2 CS, but he's been involved in 5 kills. I would like if they like give him lane for a minute to be able to farm up, get some gold going. What is he bringing? He's bringing a stick, infused raindrop, and a couple more clarities. Bottom lane. This is a tough kill to get.
See if they've got enough damage. The link building up. Boxy.
Boxy is just baiting. Okay. They got him. They actually got him. Nice carapace by GH there to stop him mid-air.
It does take a lot to take him out. Top lane RMN. He's trying to get some farm going. But they're able to run him down. Now they'll find him here. Easy kills here for Quake. I mean, as we're seeing, you know, the Grim, you just can't protect yourself against the bear. Ink's well stunned, the bear don't care. You know, he's in and he's killing you. Nothing to stop him.
That's a nice rhyme. Bear don't care.
Bear don't care.
He's going for a Necrobook, which is pretty interesting. Some of the I've seen it in the pubs. I've seen it like on the offlane Tusk as well. It synergizes nicely with, let's say, Grimstroke's Inkswell V. Is he dead? Yeah, he looks pretty dead.
He looks pretty dead. It's starting to pick up the pace this game, a bit similar to the first one we saw here between the two teams. 9-3, 2K lead for Liquid. It's been a slow start for Nigma, and now Mickey going to go for the setup onto the two of them with the Dream Coil. Tiger coming in, looking for the toss back. He's got
Breaks
it.
the coil just in time.
I mean, you don't get any closer with that sort of timing. The Dream Coil lasting just long enough for Tiger to still find that chance to get that combo out with the toss. Mid, GH trying to go in, but he's been silenced. Mickey, he's getting low. The static link from Weave will allow them to finish him off.
Toss.
Tiger sends him in very deep. Weeha is still healthy enough to back off safely. Liquid not able to commit on him, and now Weeha is turning over towards Tiger. I'll chase him down. Tiger, is he going to...
Oh, he's going to dodge it. I see what he did there, you know, he's just keeping the scores. 007, Agent Taiga, license to assist. Did not want to die there.
Very nice little sidestep indeed.
If it was Tiny in my pub, Owen, you know, he would 070 with the license to feed.
No, Tiger definitely going the correct route of agency here with his performance. That's mid lane Liquid. Again with a trade that they come out on top of, they can keep the pressure on. Miracle and GH trying to do their best to slow down this siege, but Tiger's back in and you know he's looking for a catch. He's heading over. GH will be able to stop him for now with the Spike Carapace. Miracle trying to stand his ground with the Dragon Tail stun onto Tiger, but Boxy, he's just going to start chasing them all down. Quaifa bringing the bear in from the side. Miracle held in the chakram. The coil is back up and is slammed down onto the two of them. Catches Miracle, catches GH, and now over towards Kuro. Boxy goes and he's able to find him in the trees as well. 3 more kills for Liquid. 15-4 as Liquid, they'll look to take this tier 1 tower.
Miracle just can't catch a break. Like, Taiga's on him all the time. He's also playing into Timbersaw. Timbersaw should not be able to die. Like, he has this hood. I don't think they kill him unless they get like a full static link duration. Also, reminder, Nyx Assassin's Vendetta does not apply break anymore.
It doesn't
so
anymore.
It's not as good against these heroes that needs to be broken. Like Timbersaw, even if you like break him, he still has reactive armor. He's gonna keep, but keep the stacks that he already had. They find the Ironwood tree for Nigma. Unfortunately, there's none for Boxy. Like, whenever I saw Boxy playing Timbersaw, it was pretty much 100% drop rate.
Yeah, and he's very good at using it when he gets in top lane. They are able to trip up Mickey. Certainly one thing, you know, Mickey does have to be a bit cautious this game. There's quite a few things that can catch him. Long duration stuns from Miracle. Heavy hitting silences from RMM. It's Liquid. They're going to turn up to trying to defend this. Nigma, they do have the full 5-man alive. Over to the side, we are heading up with the static link onto Tiger. Tiger, he's been silenced. They're going to be able to run him down. Tiger will fall. Boxy cuts across though, looking to burst. We are low. He's got the movement speed to step out to the side though. GH blocking Liquid off and chasing for more as will TP out. GH is able to get them the room to get their Razor out of there. GH will be held back. And he's able to trip up the freezing field here with the Spike Carapace, and Mickey jumps straight back across, and they will manage to claim GH's life. But Nigma, they put some pressure, they poke at the tower, they won't get it, but they're able to make sure that they get all their cores out alive.
Still a good trade for Team Liquid. Like, they get the kill in position 4. Could have been even worse for Team Nigma there. Dragon Knight, he wants that Blink Dagger to be able to initiate. Problem is they have so many things to focus on, like you Timbersaw, because he's gonna shred through you. Playing into like a Dragon Knight, it just feels that they have too many stuff to focus on. Like, you need to focus Puck. This Lone Druid is free farming Quoquas, 3, 0, and 6, getting that Maelstrom online. Has another 700 gold in the bank. We've seen the combo in the previous fight. Our man using the Ink Swell on one of the Necro Warriors. Foil again.
Miracle and GH, they step forward, but immediately Mickey turns, drops the ult. GH will buy a bit of safety with the stun out onto the two of them, but they're diving in onto Miracle. The Dragon Knight falls. GH, he'll also be unable to escape as Mickey jumps in. Boxy finishes him off. More kills for the Timbersaw. Boxy 5, 1, and 3. Really starting to amp up. Speedy's finding action in mid lane. Kuro tries to clear out a wave. Tiger's in. They're diving in past the tier 2 tower. As Kuro's going to try and run Boxy, is he able to find him? He's going to get knocked back by Kuro, and that's going to be enough to stop Boxy from chasing for more, because Weehar's turned up. He's in with the static link. Have they got the control to take Boxy down? They don't. Another Timber Chain available. He cuts over towards the trees, and he's back to safety.
I think Boxy should not die until the game just ends on the Timbersaw. Also, like, love the itemization, going into Sanj, some status resistance against the Nyx Assassin. We see more and more like casual Sanjas being picked up on certain heroes. Like, you don't have to upgrade it, but you can't. Like, you could just get Heaven's Halberd here. I wouldn't mind against the Dragon Knight and especially Razor. Bottom lane being pushed in. Seems like Nigma will not try to defend that, so they can take the Shrine pre-20-minute mark, which is a pretty big deal. By Shrine, I mean Outpost.
Shrine, what year is it?
I've seen other people making the same mistakes.
No, I think the players call it Shrines as well still sometimes. I mean, who knows what we're going to have there next patch?
Maybe it's added back.
Yeah. Would you like Shrines to return?
Oh no, God.
No,
like, this was one of the worst things that we've had. This and Respawn talents. I didn't mind GPM talents though.
No, you're cool with those ones. Top, Miracle. He's going to pop the ult here. TP's coming in. He's going to go for the easy link onto Insania, but the toss back, Tiger's able to save him. Gets Insania back underneath the tower. GH tries to get him with the combo, but Mickey blows him up. Dreamcoat down onto Weeharr. Miracle's heading in with the Dragonfall. They've got the silence. The Soulbind locked down onto Mickey. It's enough. They bring down the puck. Liquid, are they going to continue to try and fight on without Mickey? Looks like they're certainly going to try for it as Boxy's in. Toss onto Quite, getting it straight in onto the front lines, over onto Weeharr, as Weeharr will get caught out. The rest of Nigma, they're able to back off in time.
This is something that Boxy does really well, just using the Chakram and keeping them inside of it with his hero, just body blocking. We can call him Bloxy when he does that.
Like it. As you said at the start, very competent Timber player sitting here. They are going to try and commit onto him. We're seeing how much effort's having to be made to even bring him anywhere close to dying, and he doesn't even get that. He's fine. Boxy's fine. Turns over towards GH. Miracle moves in with the stun onto Insania, but the bear's around. Miracle's got to be careful with the bear.
Now you can see even the experienced players like that Nigma have on the team. I'll shut up. Yeah, this is just gonna be a dead Crystal Maiden. Like, they still don't know how much damage this Timbersaw is gonna take. He pops the hood, reactive armor kicks in. It's pretty hard still, you know, to just know if you can take him down. They try to poke, see what happens, so for the next fight they will know that they can't kill the Timbersaw. He's very vulnerable to Phantom's Embrace. Like, you just use mana, Chakram is out, you can't attack, can't get it back. Tier 1 tower still standing, 18 minutes in. Even with a Dragon Knight on the mid lane, you're still not able to bring it down. Nyx Assassin. I like the build here. Like, just max out the spike character pace instead, and I think you don't put more than 2 points in Impale. Just try to get the mana burn online. Great against the Timbersaw, great against Puck. Because Carapace really scales well. 5 seconds per level. Philosopher's Stone found out. One of my favorite items.
See mid. Boxy. You know, he's just in. He's just in there on his own. He knows it's going to take so long for them to kill him. There's more than enough time for the rest of Liquid to turn up and try and turn things around. Insania dropping out the freezing field. Miracle getting low. Mikezi able to finish him off with a bit of burst. He is. As Miracle goes down, so does GH. As Liquid, they're diving in for more. Tiger getting the toss-up, throwing Quake for spare straight in over towards Weehar. Tiger will fall, but Liquid, they're just finding the cleanup here with 3 dead. Boxy even diving up to the high ground. He won't be able to quite have the damage to finish off Weehar. Quake over to the
they
side.
found the Keeper of the Light as well. Root, Fear, dead.
4 heroes for 1. It really is at that point. It's a second time where Nigma, they've tried to kill Boxy. It was relatively deep on their half of the map on the mid lane. It doesn't matter. Boxy can get away with that sort of move every single time. They just can't kill him.
Yeah, they tried once again. He's just not... they don't have enough damage to actually kill him. If it was the old Nyx Assassin, possibly at the break, if he has no stack, Boycott could be in a bit of a trouble here. And I love that. Like, I actually love that. He's the one keeping the Philosopher's Stone, something that we see when there's like Zeus, when there's a Tinker on the team. Like these heroes just benefit so much from the Philosopher's Stone, because like you don't attack with the hero at all, like you don't deal any right-click damage. Blink in from Miracle, no stun.
I mean, you say you like it, but top. They're able to kill Miracle off. They've got him in the coil. They've already taken out GH. See if they can chase Miracle down. Is he going to have any other way of getting himself out? He's going to jump over to the side. Kuro and Iron Man by him, and says he's still going to be chased by Boxy. Boxy's just going in. Can't go any further though. They'll be able to keep the rest of them safe here, Nigma. Still 26-9. Definite struggles here again in game 2 against Liquid.
Timbersaw has 54% magic resist with Hood and Nether Shawl. Like, it's the perfect Timbersaw item.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's so tanky. So unbelievably tanky. Only having that 1 death this game. I think you're pretty much bang on when you say you just don't expect to see him go down again this match. Unless something drastic happens. As Nigma still very much in a tough spot here in the second game. That's a lot of pressure. I mean, in terms of sort of carry potential to scale and turn things around, I mean, your best hero on the lineup is this Razor, but Razor just as a hero in general is... It's not a great one to play from behind. This is never going to be that carry that sort of saves a broken game.
That's the problem. Also, you have a Grimstroke as your off lane, so he's not going to be able to really scale. Grimstroke is, you know, okay if you're playing ahead, if you have like a great target to get possibly like Aghanim Scepter. They don't have that kind of a hero, so even if he like gets the Aghanim Scepter, you don't get the value from it.
No, not at all. Definitely a tough lineup to play from behind, and you know, not sort of the same way as we saw in game 1. You know, there very much was the sense there at game 1 they get the BKBs, they may have a chance of fighting despite the huge gold deficit. This game is much tougher for Nigma, but we'll see them give the best shot here as Miracle. He's up to the high ground. He's able to find the jump in onto Tiger. They do take him out,
buyback.
But now the coil's out. Mickey's able to trap the 2 of them by the outpost. Time being brought for the extra TPs to come in. Boxy just charging in over towards Miracle, takes him out with the Timber Chain. The Avalanche combo coming crashing down onto Weehar as Liquid find 3. They're not done yet. Whipping down RMN as they'll slow him in position, surround him with the Timber Saw. As RMN, he's out as well. 4 dead on Nigma, as it just seems to be just too impossible at this stage to fight against Liquid's lineup. You know, for Nigma to sort of hold on and have a chance of turning this, they're definitely going to be crossing their fingers for Liquid to make some massive mistakes, because if Liquid, they play this one out, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, you need to be very careful, you know, just going all in on position 4, position 5. They use the buyback, you're fighting near the outpost. They can just instantly buy back and come back to the fight. You're caught out of the position. A rough one. So they take another tier 2 tower. They don't have any tier 2 towers left. They don't have the outpost. Like, they could just go inside the pit and I think just take the Roche, try to take a fight there.
See what Nigma's plan's going to be playing this far behind. BKB still a bit away here for Miracle. And still for We are still about 1,000 gold short of having that done. Of course, that's not going to solve the difficulty with just having the damage to kill these heroes. Might buy them a little more time in the fight. Liquid been able to do a very good job of kiting out any fights that they feel that they don't want to be a part of. And getting back in when they know that they can get the kills.
550 movement speed on the Lone Druid once he uses the Spirit Bear, once he uses Phase Boots and the Mask of Madness. Taiga also keeps using the Bullwhip on the Bear most of the time in a team fight, so just slow them down. They're looking for a kill.
We are going to get a bit of a nasty surprise. It's Liquid there, ready and waiting. Another kill. Miracle popping the dragon form to desperately try and shove out this mid lane, relieve some of the pressure that's going to be applied to them shortly by Liquid.
Well, we know which team watched anime, right? The one that's picking Davion 2 times in a row.
It definitely seems to be that wouldn't have been the best sort of research and time spent in preparation, though. As both games, Nigma certainly struggling. As mid lane, Mickey's in. Trying to bait out some reactions. They'll drop the soul bind. Connect the two of them. No real way of getting Miracle in. They're trying to take down the bear. So that's going to be a dead RMN on the front of it all. Again, these Lincolns just making it impossible for them to ever really find the chance to commit in onto Mickey. Kuro will just be able to live. Fortification out. Miracle tries to jump in with a catch, but a blink out takes him away.
It took them a while to end the previous game, but this one, you know, they're going high ground, even without taking the Roche. All tier 2 towers are gone. Like, the safer play would be, you know, get that Roche and then try to end the game.
See if Nigma can find a chance to at least give it one more fight outside of the base. Or if Liquid just won't allow them any opportunity to do this. As the map has become very, very scary place for Nigma right now, playing with the deficit that they have.
Pretty much the same story from the previous game, where they're stuck inside the base. They're getting the farm once the creep wave pretty much meets where the tier 2 tower was. This is the all farm they can get, and look at where Mick is standing. Like, he's not trying to make stuff happen, he's just farming the ancients. They're getting the most out of the map. GH scouting things out, but there's no way he's gonna kill him. Pretty much same item build from Mickey as in the previous game. A Witchblade, then a Blink Dagger, going for the Lincoln Sphere, and a bit more damage with that Desolator.
Nigma, they have managed to get themselves right out on the bottom lane. Nothing, unfortunately, for themselves to be found here. GH not quite able to get the courier as well. Would have been a nice little thing to take away from Boxy. Not going to be the case. Speed's there, courier's going to be able to deliver safely. And Liquid there having all the space and time to take down this Roche if they're able to finish it. The bear with Quaker being as fast as he is.
Mickey actually picks it up. You talked about the career kills. He almost gets it on the way back. Psychic Headband found by Puck, so that's gonna help quite a lot. You know, just to be able to push out possibly like even Razor when he's using the static link on someone. They're trying to run away. Great to break the coil as well.
Flicker want to play it even safer they can. Quaker very close to a huge item to allow them to siege. AC just about done and on its way. So.
Quake's too farmed. Like, he has too many items. 17,000 net worth. The second hero, actually the most farmed hero for Nigma is Razor with only 10,000. Same goes for Dragon Knight.
There's the jump, Taiga. Vision's down, they find GH, coil out onto the two of them. We'll get Miracle in on the back lines. He's able to find the commitment onto Insania. We'll take out the Crystal Maiden. They're popping their BKBs here, Nigma. See if this makes any sort of a difference. It doesn't look to be, as we are unable to finish off the target during his BKB. He's got to get back up to the high ground. Will manage to at least live.
So no BKBs for Nigma. It's time for Team Liquid to go in. They still have that Aegis. They have another bear available.
They'll just be able to clean them up one by one, diving in past the tier 3s, past the tier 4s. Boxy pushing them right back to the fountain. And he's going to make sure that there's no chance for Nigma to step out here as Liquid. They can clear up the base, get each and every Rax pretty much. With this time still 30 seconds with 2 members down on Nigma.
Nigma, pretty much the same story. What happened in the game 1, stuck in the base, Team Liquid playing so aggressively. They get out of the laning stage with a lot of advantage. And yeah, I think this one's also over. Like having Grimstroke as the offlane, they'll try it one more time.
They're going all in on Quake, but can they quite burst in? They can. They will manage to bring down the Lone Druid. Is that going to allow them to get anything else done though in this fight? As the coils down, catches and takes out Kuroki. Is able to move over to the backlines, find Insania. So that is 2 dead on Liquid.
Mickey wants to die. He wants to use that Aegis.
See if he wants to jump back in again. GH is looking for him with the Vendetta. Mickey still alive. Can GH at least take the Aegis out of his hands? He can. They take the Aegis away from the puck. Can they go for a second round? Tiger back in with the combo onto Weir, but Weir's able to take out Tiger. Foxy pushing the Razor away, will combo him down with the Chakram and the Whirling Death. And now he's going to turn over towards GH.
They just don't have the answer for this Timber, so like he can do whatever he wants. He can reset multiple times. Like the only way you deal with him pretty much is to use mana burn on him, but he has Eternal Shroud, so he can get his mana back and to be able to use the Timber Chain to get out of the trouble. So yeah, buyback from Koikwa. He wants to end this game.
Yeah, he's going all in on it. He wants this one done with. As that really was sort of the first time we've seen Nigma just able to get sort of a fight going where they can kill the cause. It's not enough. Nice dodge there from Miracle, avoiding the coil of Mickey.
Oh, there's the pushback from the Psychic Band.
As they'll take these racks, no trouble. No trouble at all here. As the melee and range removed from the bottom lane. Miracle trying to bring down the Bear. They'll manage to do so. So Bear gone, bit of gold here for Miracle. As that is, though, he's a full minute without the Bear. But the Mega Creeps are out. It's going to be rather difficult for Nigma to defend against this sort of pressure with the heroes that they have. But they're doing their best here. They're holding on. They're keeping the game going.
You don't have that Battle Fury carrier. You have no cleave whatsoever. Like, yeah, you need to pop the Dragonite ulti to be able to deal with the Mega Creeps. Razor doesn't do anything to them. Grimstroke's okay-ish, you know. Keeper of the Light's also fine, but you have one more fight. You lose a fight, the game just ends. This is it. Smoke time. That's what we call a desperation smoke. Let's see what they can find from this.
You got to go for it. As you say, you stand sort of 0% chance winning this game as this lineup.
Oh,
you sit in the
this
base.
is not the target that you want to find.
A little unfortunate. Boxy is able to block it for Nigma. That's not indeed what they were hoping for. But they've got to try for these hits. They're never going to do it waiting in the base. They've got to play for that maybe sort of 1%, 2% chance of just catching Liquid off guard out on the map.
2%? I think you're being too generous right now. Yeah.
You'd keep it under the 1.
What does the Dota Plus say?
That's probably 0. I think Dota Plus is probably rather harsh at this stage. Now Mega creeps up. Looking like very few chances. Yeah, 0% at the moment. And they're rather understandable. It has been for a few minutes as well on the prediction.
We've seen some comebacks, right?
We have seen some. And you know, for as much as we know maybe that percentage rounds down, it could be a 0.1. You never know.
Wait, I just realized that this puck coil is actually a Lotus from anime.
It is, isn't it? The cosmetic.
It is?
Yeah, well, there we go. I missed pucks.
No spoilers.
Spoilers. Puck. There we go. So that is another defense. They're holding on. I mean, Mickey dead. They're definitely slowing down the end of this game, Nigma.
Because Quake bought back, so they need to be a bit more careful. Yeah, they need to wait for the second Roche and maybe try to close it out then, because they used the buybacks. They wanted to just end the game there, but kind of backfired. What does Gaben say, you know, after this fight? After they got 2 kills, is it 1%?
Oh, it's still 0%.
It's still 0%?
I don't think he's changing his mind. I don't think we're seeing any change there, no. Yeah, still solidly flatlining on that 0%. But maybe, you know, if they're able to do this a few more times, a lot more times, but we're going for the Maelstrom of Yoni, you know, trying to get things online to deal with the Mega Creeps.
That also fits the lore, you know, Chain Lightning coming out from Razor.
That's true.
Makes a lot of
That's
sense.
I feel like Gleipnir would be more thematic, but probably, you know,
Yeah,
not.
you can get both.
There we go. That's the, yeah, exactly.
Get 3 of
Why
them.
not
Get
both?
Maelstrom, Mjolnir, and Gleipnir.
It's in the roots, but you know what I mean? Gleipnir, bam, entangle, It's
Yeah,
terrible.
it's just too strong. Like,
It's just too strong. That's
Remember
why we
in
don't
like
see it. That's too strong.
back in my days, Pudge couldn't use a Blink Dagger, Nether could Vengeful
couldn't.
Spirit. Like, maybe we should do that with the Gleipnir on Lone Druid, because it seems too powerful.
Yeah. Well, then you should not be able to buy bashes on heroes, right?
Yeah, we still can't.
Wait, no, you can.
Well, I mean, it doesn't work on Spirit Breaker.
But you can buy it.
Sure.
So you can look cool. Anyway, mid lane Miracle's gone. And this time round he doesn't have buyback. So Miracle down, Liquid up with the numbers, 5 versus 4. We should see Liquid try and close this one up now. Just the tier 4s in the base. The Ancient remaining, Tiger slides in. Gets the toss back onto GH as GH is out. 2 dead, no buyback. Quoifer's going to work with the bear on the towers. To put an end to this one. We are an Iron Man. Can they do anything to push them back? Fortification. Put a bit of a break onto the proceeds here from Liquid, but now it will resume as the fortification comes to an end. We are trying to charge in, popping the BKB, trying to commit with the static lead, but they're able to break
Gets
it.
bashed.
Step back, get back in there with the bears. Weehard's got to run back to the fountain. They got the toss control from Tiger. Weehard does have buyback though. He's ready for another round of the defense, but the Ancient is exposed. Liquid, they'll look to close it. Nigma, they won't be able to stop it this time round. As GG is called, Liquid will take this second.
Not there, and that's, I mean, obviously it didn't show, it was worrying in this series, but I think it's very worrying at the major in itself, right? If you're going into the first major of the season,